Our sports debaters, welcome to a recap edition of Hanging with July and Will. We're just going to recap the surprising Saints and Buccaneers outcome to that game. Uh, since the Saints your team, Will, I'm gonna go ahead hand the floor off to you for the first take, and I'll just respond.
I mean, I like how you jumped it off, man. Would you say the surprising win? I mean, it's only surprising the people that wasn't pulling for the Saints, man. Nah, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna keep it real though. It was real surprising. I felt confident going into the game, just because Michael Thomas was returning. Not saying that I've never said. First of all, I've never said Michael Thomas was the best receiver in the league. But when a man catch 149 balls in a season, you gotta account for him. So I knew it was gonna be a little different. Our offense is gonna look a little different than it has the last couple of weeks because you gotta account for Michael Thomas and you gotta account for Alvin Kamara. But what I will say, we totally dominated that game, but Tampa Bay was very one-sided because it got out of hand early, and I think that's what a lot of people missing the point on. Yeah, the defense dominated. They had some unfortunate stuff happen, but I put it on the thread early. Tom Brady struggled when you get pressure up the middle. You can go back to his New England days, man. They built that offensive line the way they built it for a reason. You get pressure up the middle on Brady, he's struggling when he can't step up into that pocket and throw that ball. Because of course we know he's not a mobile quarterback, so he's not getting outside the tackle box and making throws on the run consistently and effectively. So that's what they were able to do. And I was scared about that coming into the game because Sheldon Rankins injured. So we had to rely on Malcolm Brown and David Onyemata to get that pressure, and them boys came through. And but my take on the game, man, it's nothing you can really look at in that game and say Tampa Bay won. I mean, we dominated in all aspects of the game. We talk about Tampa Bay's defense being great, which I think is a good defense. We had 138 rushing yards that game. I think people failing to realize, we dominated the time of possession, 40 minutes to 20 minutes. We had 27 first down. I mean, I don't see any negative that we had besides Jared Cook's fumble and then his drop on third down. We could have put 50 on them people.
I know before the game in the group on the game thread, I had put that I wanted the Bucs to win. No. I'm saying what I put. Yeah, I said I wanted the Saints to win because the Bucs beat them. Right. So I figure when it comes down to the end of the season, if the Saints and Bucs fighting for who gonna win that conference, I rather because I seen how we played the Saints, I seen how we played the Bucs. I rather the Saints get in. But man, after last night, it's like, bro, when Drew Brees clicking on all cylinders, when that defense clicking on all cylinders, and I don't know what the deal with Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans. I don't know if I don't know if he in that man head or what, but man, he even put out a post on Twitter. He said maybe next year.
It's like it was a post I seen, man. I gotta check the validity of it, but it sounds true. It says it's been 700 days since that man caught a ball on Marshawn Lattimore. Man, you know how long 700 days? That's crazy.
That's almost 2 years.
Man, that's crazy. But I would say, go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say to break it down for everybody. I know they had a little discussion in the post about who's the number 1 seed, number 2 seed. As of now, the Saints are the number 1 seed because we have a 3-way tie. Even though the Packers beat them, there's a 3-way tie. So when there's a 3-way tie, they go by conference record, and the Saints have the best conference record.
Man, I appreciate you clearing that up for some of them boys, man, because some of them boys is posting rankings that had Tampa Bay at 4. And I'm like, y'all ain't even got the Eagles right there. Like the Eagles clearly number 4 right now. They're division lead right now. So that was weird, but man, as far as I'm gonna break down Tampa and the Saints. Jump in, however, man. But when you look at Tampa Bay, I think they have more name recognition with their weapons, right? So you talk about, man, Mike Evans, you talk about Gronk and AB and Godwin, you talk about Leonard Fournette, and then you looking at, man, that's star power. Don't get me wrong, and those guys are productive, but it's only one football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you got a lot of weapons, so that means it keeps guys single covered and things of that nature. From what I've seen this year, man, Mike Evans is a touchdown dependent wide receiver. People probably gonna hate me for that take, whatever. I don't care. Mike Evans is a touchdown dependent wide receiver. Like, the Patriots use their other weapons to go up and down the field. And when they get to the red zone, man, let's try to throw that thing up to Mike Evans to get a jump ball. That's what I've seen this year looking at Tampa. And another thing that I pointed out to everybody, we was talking about how Gronk looked old and slow and not ready to play football early in the season. He had to play his way into game shape. And if everybody noticed, when he started playing his way into game shape, because he was off football for a year, man, he played his way into game shape, and he get more targets than Mike Evans, man. Like, he get the I won't say more targets. I'll say more quality targets, and a better variety of targets than Mike Evans since he's been playing himself into shape. And then, but on the flip side, you look at the Saints. Yeah, we got star power in Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas. And for the record, I've never said Michael Thomas was the best receiver, and I've never said Alvin Kamara was the best running back. I put a little thing out there in the group. You can search people's name and what they comment and all that stuff to find that stuff. I've never said that, and I'm on record saying that. But anyway, man, you got those two guys. You got Emmanuel Sanders, and people know Jared Cook. But from there, we got other guys who are going to be solid guys in the league. They're just young right now, and I like the way we develop talent. Like, I like Callaway. I'm not really a big fan of Traquan Smith, but when called upon, he can do a little something. And I'm a big fan of Adam Trautman. He caught a touchdown, man. I like Adam Trautman. And I do think we got a very, very good variety of weapons, and that's not even mentioning Taysom Hill. I can't stand Taysom Hill, but he is explosive because every time he come in the game, you know he about to run the ball. And I knew there was going to be problems against Tampa Bay because you got Levante David and Devin White. Those are sideline to sideline linebackers that'll hit you and pop you in the mouth. So as fast as we think Taysom Hill is, those dudes just as fast. As physical as we think Taysom Hill is, those guys are just as physical. So I think it was a domination, man. I don't care what anybody say. I think the league on notice right now because we started off a little shaky. We lost to the Raiders. We lost to the Packers. But when you look at it, the Raiders played Tampa Bay tough, right? The Raiders played Tampa Bay tough. John Gruden got the Raiders playing grinded out football, man. Run the ball, pound that ball. They playing old school ball. So am I disappointed in that loss to the Raiders? I am. Because I feel like it was a winnable game. Am I disappointed in the loss to the Packers? I am because, like you said, when it get later on into the season, that can be a critical loss. But at the end of the day, we were in that game with the Packers. It's not like we went to that game and got dominated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say the game could have went either way because we couldn't do nothing with our offense. But it wasn't like how we dominated Tampa. It wasn't like Green Bay walked in there and like, oh yeah, dominated. There's no chance the Saints can beat the Packers. I think on any given day, man, you put the Saints up against the Packers, it's a coin toss on who might win. Whoever defense can step up to the challenge and stop the opposing offense, in my opinion. It wasn't like we dominated Tampa, in my opinion.
Hey, I'm a touch bases on that too, but yeah, y'all two losses against the Raiders, against the Packers. There's no such thing as a good loss, but if there was, that's two good losses. Like, that's two good teams, one possession game. That's two good losses. As far as the Packers go, just like last year, they had me shaky when we went to San Francisco. I mean, blew out. Like, we have them games that we get blew out, and that's why I don't like this year when Tampa Bay blew out. I mean, they lost to Minnesota. Minnesota was a 1-5 team, but that's a division game. You know, we knew each other. I'm not going to get mad at that, but I am disappointed that Tampa Bay lost. And when you say that game against the Saints, when we play the Saints, it's going to hurt them in the long run. It might not be for the playoffs long run. It might be the difference if we playing in a dome or we playing outside in that cold. that might be the difference. But as far as the Saints go, just man, y'all look scary, bro. Like, y'all look scared. And I don't see Tampa Bay because now that the Saints beat Tampa Bay twice, Tampa Bay got to finish with a better record than them.
Right.
So
Right.
and I don't see it happening. I think y'all got San Francisco next, and we see
Yeah.
what San Francisco.
Yeah. That's
So
my
we
bad,
got
Spencer.
and we got Jacksonville. So people were saying that it was gonna come down to the Bucs and the Packers, but nah, I'm the Saints domination is gonna come down to the Packers and the Packers and the Saints, and who's gonna get that number one seed? Because when you look at the NFC East, I mean the NFC altogether, I mean how good is Seattle? I mean our defense not good. Don't get me wrong, our defense not good, but Seattle defense is horrible. And
It's bad, bro.
if Russell Wilson don't play an A+ game, like if he don't play an A+ game, then I don't see Seattle beating New Orleans, Green Bay, or Arizona.
Right. That defense is bad out there, man. Like Russell Wilson, you said A+ game. I'm gonna go further than that. Russell Wilson got to play a perfect game because I don't trust their defense to stop anyone. And to your credit, what you just said, if you putting a Aaron Rodgers out there with a Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, and Lazard, and you got all these guys out, there's no way that defense can stop that offense. There's no way they can stop the Saints when we clicking. There's no way they can stop Brady and all those weapons. The difference is, I don't think our defense is great either, but I do think we have an opportunistic defense, right? So we might give up yards. We might give same with y'all. Y'all might give up yards. You might give some stuff up, but when you need a sack or you need a stop or you need a turnover, I think guys can really step up to the moment. I don't think Seattle has those guys outside of Bobby Wagner, and you can game plan the middle linebacker out the game, kind of like that, man. Spread these guys out. That's why you're not seeing Bobby Wagner be effective, man. Let's spread these guys out. Make Bobby play in space all game, where he not just coming down here and hitting you in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, that game, bro, it was too good to be true. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, it ain't no way. I was watching that game, you know. Then them boys got me with the memes in the group.
But okay, so I'm looking at the schedule right now, and I see Seattle play the Rams, uh, Arizona play Buffalo, we play the Jaguars. I mean, the most probably Buccaneers and Panthers. I mean, you seen Christian McCaffrey come back? How he looking?
But this is the thing. He might miss a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true.
His shoulder.
So right now we got the division. We got New Orleans, Seattle, we got Green Bay, and we got Philly.
Yep.
So which teams are most likely not to win that division that's in the division lead right now?
Seattle. I'm gonna go Seattle, and I'm gonna go Seattle, and I'm gonna go Philly. And this is the reason why. Seattle is not because of their talent. I mean, I guess it kind of is because the defense sad. Arizona defense not much better, but Kyler Murray and I don't know, man. That team kind of. I'm going Arizona just because I mean, it's a battle of attrition over there. So they're gonna be beating up on each other, man. Who can survive? Survival of the fittest. And then I'm gonna say the Eagles, just off the strength of the NFC East, man. To me is wide open because Dallas didn't look terrible playing Pittsburgh. They shut the run down against Pittsburgh, which is crazy. And if they can do that, and if Dalton can come back and just be a game manager, just get the ball out to your weapons because you got plenty of them. Just get the ball to your weapons and let's run Z. I can see Dallas sneaking up in there, but I don't know because, like you said, it's gonna be an uphill battle for Tampa Bay because we took control of the division by beating them twice. I don't. People can say what they want to say about the Bears. Stop it. Stop it. No, stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the Bears might play y'all tough just because it's a division game, so you can't really judge people on divisional games like that, in my opinion. when it's like a close little divisional game. Stuff happen, man. But the Bears can't do nothing with the Packers when it counts. I don't trust Nick Foles. I don't trust the running game that they got out there. The defense is elite, but come on, man, we can't even trust them to put up enough points to even contend with Green Bay. So they can cut that out. So I think Green Bay and I think New Orleans are the safest two teams right now to hold on to the division leads. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I told you on the other podcast, I forgot which episode it was, that Arizona was going to take that division.
Right.
I just think like, and that leadership people, man, Larry Fitzgerald, dog, that's an underrated player, bro. Like not just as far as production wise, I mean leadership wise. Like that dude's an underrated player. And I think Kyler Murray is feeding off of that. Like I think that's making Kyler Murray even better. And too bad Arizona they lost that game to Miami because I don't know if you watched that full game, but I got a chance to watch that full game. That was a hell of a game. But yeah, I still got Arizona winning that division. And as far as the NFC East goes, I don't have a particular team winning.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, bro.
I have to look at the schedules and see what's going on, but I don't have a particular team winning. I just think any team can win that division. I mean, maybe not the Giants.
Philly getting healthy. Philly getting healthy, so that's scary for the NFC East. They getting some people back. I know they lost a few for the year, but they're getting some people back. And if you can just surround Wentz with, I guess, somebody, man, like hopefully he can do something. But even still, man, like it's just too close to call. Because even like you just said, like the Giants, they probably don't have a chance, right? But they just beat Washington. But all of them still in the race. They all still in the race. So you can't really count them out. But we'll see how it all shake out, man. That's just a bad division, man. Like all the way around, it's just a bad division. I do like that Fulgham kid though.
Yeah, absolutely. One more thing I wanted to just touch bases on before we hop off. On the next podcast, football podcast, the next hour show or 45 minutes, whatever we do, we're gonna be touching bases on the debate that's kind of people been hitting me up in my inbox. They want to talk about Lamar Jackson versus Kyler Murray. So we're gonna touch bases on that debate. And I'm really interested. Some people have been telling me Lamar Jackson being disrespected. Some people have been telling me that Kyler Murray already a better passer than him. He's just as good as an athlete. So we want to talk about that in the next podcast, next football podcast.
I'm ready. I'm ready. And I just want to give a quick shout out, man, to the Queens of Sports Debaters, man. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all held it down. I enjoyed watching that show. I think it's good, man. We got an inclusive culture, man. So y'all keep rocking out over there, man. Look forward to watching y'all on the screen again.
Oh yeah, I feel like a real life producer for that one. I feel like a producer on that one. I was on the sideline.
Straight up. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, but we're gonna wrap this one up, man. Nice recap. We might have more recapping podcasts, football games. I feel like a lot of people in the group be feeling that how we recapping the game. What me and Antonio did the other podcast, but yeah, we're gonna start doing that more often. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a good thing for the group.
Yeah, man. I'm with it, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, get people on this channel, man. Like, we can use this platform for whatever, man. We got artists in the group, man. Whatever, man. We can use this to promote all of us, man. So y'all make sure y'all support and get y'all people to support. We trying to get this thing big, man. Why not us? Let's go.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
You good, bro.